I have no idea whether anybody in the UK is currently anywhere near a computer right now. Me, myself, I've been up since 4 a.m. I'm sat in a motorway service station and I've been following what's been happening in America. And according to the latest BBC feed, Trump has got 266 out of the required 270 electoral college votes he needs to regain the presidency. And according to the information, he's just taken, or is liable to take, Pennsylvania. So it's all looking absolutely bloody marvellous. Now I thought I'd do this quick live and see if anyone's about, if anyone's awake. Anyone in America? I've had 2 emails from a very excited American subscriber who's a very big Trump supporter, and predictably they're all going mad over there. I see one person in the chat. I don't know if you want to make yourself known, but good morning. Who's this? C. Brown, I'm so happy. Yay! I think a lot of people are happy this morning, this evening. Whatever. It's absolutely wonderful. You know, I was a little bit worried. I've been following it since about 3 or 4 o'clock this morning. And one of the things they said, and I was listening to Maya Tusi and Redacted as well, that I think a load of trucks suddenly appeared with thousands of votes in it, something like 50,000 votes, but they weren't convinced that it was enough for him to lose. So, yes, absolutely wonderful. I hear that Kamala Harris kind of disappeared and didn't have much of anything to say and has gone home and gone to bed. I don't know whether she was drunk or whatever, but there you go. I'm Spartacus. Morning, Andy. Hello, good to see you. As I say, I don't know who's going to turn up to this. I really don't, but I thought I'd tune in and see who's about. C. Brown, now, bye. I'm assuming Donald Trump is now giving his speech, which of course I'll catch up to in a little while. We've only got 5 people in the house, 18 now. Wow, I think people are starting to find me. That's wonderful. Good morning to everybody. As I said, I've just kind of listened for the last 3.5, 4, maybe 5 hours to what's been going on with our friends in America. I think it's absolutely wonderful and beyond all expectations. And, you know, fingers crossed for the next 4 years at least, things can really start to happen on both sides of the Atlantic now. It's wonderful stuff. You know, I was told a little while back that there was this theory that Joe Biden would become president of the United States, which of course he did. Something would happen to Joe Biden, a medical emergency or something, and Kamala Harris would step in. In a manner of speaking, that's what they kind of attempted. But a bloody great spanner has been thrown in the works, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Penguin Overlord. Ree! Yeah, definitely. Habitual Panda, the salt mines will be rich today. Yes. I'd already put a packet of Kleenex on my Twitter account and said, Dear Democrats, holding out the tissues. I think there'll be a lot of crying people today. There was a guy on one of the American news stations. I can't remember which one it was, but I couldn't believe the crap he was coming out with. Total sore loser, really sore loser. I don't know how this feed is coming through. I'm actually using my phone in the car on a vertical live stream, and I don't know how it's working out. I usually use StreamYard from the garage. This is where I am right now. If it works. Yeah, this has been my view for the last hour and a half. This is one of the motorway service stops, just on the way to the airport. And my flight lands in about 45 minutes. Funny enough, it's coming from America. So, I'll go and see them and see what some of the rhetoric was firsthand. But it's great, isn't it? Do I have any Americans in the chat? Make yourself known if you're an American. and give me some reaction. What have you been doing this evening? Are you Republican? Are you Democrat? Are you pleased? Are you pissed off? There's going to be some very pissed off people, including Mark Hamill at Manchester. C. Brown is from Illinois. Hello. Wonderful. I bet you're happy this evening. You know, I've been following this, and particularly on social media, all the people that have been saying Harris, 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 Harris have mainly been on the West Coast, and have been mainly Americans, American celebrities, actors, actresses, that kind of thing. And the problem is, if you tell somebody enough that they've got to behave or vote in a certain way, sooner or later, of course, they're going to do completely the opposite. And that's exactly what happened, isn't it? And it's wonderful. Penguin Overlord, justice for Peanut, absolutely. And you're in London. Well, I'm probably not a million miles away from you. I'm sat on the M25 right now. So I'll be moving in well, a little while. I mean, the likes of Maya Tusi, Redacted, and others that have stayed up all night covering this have done absolutely sterling work. Somebody asked me whether I would, and I said no. I'll probably do some kind of video or a series of videos over the course of the day. And I thought I'd just check in with you now, see who's about. I read somewhere Emily Maitlis had to be pulled off the air because she kept swearing. I love it. Dan Addington, I wish we had a Donald Trump. Yeah, it's going to be interesting now, isn't it? The reaction of the Keir Starmers and the David Lammies. I mean, they've really pissed him off. Really pissed him off with all of their oh, we're going to interfere. It's Blaze 1871. When it's $9 for breakfast cereal in the USA, the best option was always Trump. $9. Oh, what's that in English money now? I'm completely and utterly out of it with the conversions. I used to be quite hot on it because I used to do a thing where I used to be paid in dollars, so I knew what was going on. Habitual Panda, Red acted, punny, I'll give them that. Yeah, definitely. Sodic Rock, been up all night. Trump 2024, now off to bed. You sleep well, Sodic Rock? It's been a long night for everybody, hasn't it? I mean, I've got a group of folks I've got to pick up, take them home. I don't know whether I'll get some sleep or whatever. Penguin Overlord, $9 is £6.99. That's crazy, isn't it? You could buy a reasonably solid breakfast for that, definitely. Mark Saunders, Starmer and Lammy will have to kiss Trump's boots now and apologise. They certainly will. I mean, there's people saying, is David Lammy going to chuck the towel in? But he's going to look really fucking stupid, isn't he, for some of the stuff he's done. Eddie Cool, Trump, Habitual Panda, 07 Sodit. Absolutely. I don't even know what the damn time is because my car clock has just disappeared. And, well, let me... Blood nose, if you're there, shut that door. 7:31. I've got a little bit of time yet. That's wonderful. Yeah, when I first started the channel, I used to do all of the stuff from the car, and what used to happen, the light used to go off, so the running joke used to be, shut that door. Paz, you're here, wonderful. I thought you'd say that. I really thought you'd say that, and I figured you'd be up. Yeah, you know, it's going to be lefty tears all day, isn't it? Particularly in this country, and God knows what the Democrats are going to be coming out with. But the fact she's just gone home, not even conceded. This is how much, you know. Oh my God, it's going to be an interesting day. It really is. I'm starting to get speechless. Polo, go back to your own channel, sheep shagger. That's charming, isn't it? What glorious morning, mate. Ha ha ha. Grab yourself a big mug because of the lefty tears are flowing. I've got an empty drinks can at the moment. I can start catching them in that. I can't wait for Starmer. to come out and say something. I can't wait for the rest of them to come out and say something, because no matter what they do, it's going to be hypocritical crap. It really is going to be hypocritical crap. And the likes of Paz, the likes of me, and the likes of Preston journalist and whoever else is going to be all over this. They really are. Richie reports, morning to you. Hope you are, my friend. Lefty soy latte drinkers will be having a meltdown now, Mark Saunders says. I'm glad I did this. It's waking me up with laughter. Chris Card, morning, my friend. Hope you are okay. We got 117 watching. We got 30 likes. All of you watching, make yourself known. Say hello. Give it the thumbs up. Let's get them a little bit higher. That's wonderful. I don't do many of these kind of phone vertical live stream things. I'm going to try and do a bit more. There's a farmers thing in London, I think this weekend or next weekend. I can't remember which. I am going to try and get up there for that. And I hope there's another rally there soon as well, because I chickened out the last one. I'm not going to next time, but it's great. But anyway, that's by the by. Trump. Wow. Have we got any other Americans? Morning, sorry about running out of beer. Got to go to shop. Nice fire last night. La! That's Tez. Somebody, what's this? Oh yeah, I'll allow that. It only flagged it because it was a swear word. Who cares? Fuck yeah. Oh, another moderator just handled this. I've got another moderator in the house. Who's there? I'm guessing it's Julie, is it? Is that you, Julie? Morning, Andy. Greetings from Cyprus. Hello, Groovy Games. Good to see you in the chat. Wonderful. Yeah. It'll be interesting now, won't it? Because of the migrant situation, the tax situation, the relationship between us. Did Trump win? Jody Ackroyd says. Well, as good as damn it. He's got, well, according to the BBC feed, he's got 266 out of a required 270, and he's just taken Pennsylvania, which is the biggie. So with the gap in between the two of them, there's no way in hell she's winning. It's over. Done. Yeah, thank you, Penguin Overlord. Harris, 194. Taxi for Harris. Good morning, Garen. Hope you're well. Habitual Panda. They are telling the future again. Absolutely. I mean, so many things. You know, America, like it or not, has a massive influence on what happens with the rest of the world. Conflicts, trades, everything. And it's going to be very interesting now. And also how much he will say and how much he will do as quickly as he can, because they got those executive order things that only US presidents like messing around with, don't they? So we will see. The lodger, Farage needs to get his backside back here and look after his constituents. Well, he went over there, didn't he? Because, Trump's his mate. There's a definite link there between the two of them. He works for GB News as well as being an MP, so he's going to be there. But what makes me laugh is that bloody great poster they've apparently got saying how much money he's earned since he's been an MP or something like that. Jay Atomic, good morning, bro. Needs to be Trump, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, we had this thing with Clinton a few years back, didn't we, where there was the worry that if she got in, all hell would break loose. No, I think it would be the same with Harris did, but she didn't. She hasn't. So there's hope yet. We got 171 watching and only 51 thumbs up. Can we all have a thumbs up, please? Let's try and get that up to 100 at least. That'd be great. Thank you very much, everybody. It's a good habit. Come talk to Andy. Give it a thumbs up. Ollie Perry, the world can breathe again. Trump has some smart people around him. RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Musk, Vance, etc. Absolutely. Innovators. The MSN are in meltdown, and I love it. Andy Woolley. You know, this is going to provide content for at least the next week, at least. You know, the BBCs and all the other lefty types are all going to go absolutely crazy about all of this. See, I'm even doing the Trump hand signals. I think it's great. I pecked the like button, Penguin says. Thank you, Penguin, you pecker. I appreciate that. It's wonderful. Any other Americans in the house? I've got a friend of mine who I keep in regular contact with, who's a subscriber to the channel, and you know, she sent me 2 emails this morning. Very, very excited, and her daughter has been up all night. Mark, good morning from Middlesbrough. What a result! Not quite America. Absolutely. Tez, can't get the staff. Laugh out loud. Terry the Temp, seen stuff you don't want to see. Rob Blake, best thing for the UK right now. We need real conservatism in the USA, and Europe is already heading that direction outside of the commie EU. Definitely. BBC, ITV, they all hate Trump. At the end of the day, and I said this before, Trump is somebody from outside the political setup, isn't he? Outside the political establishment. When he got in the first time, you could see that Obama was sat there with him cozily. They hated it, and you've had the impeachments, trying to get him thrown in prison and everything else. I wouldn't, borrowing a line from another podcast, I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall of Mark Hamill's house this morning. I bet he's throwing his lightsaber out of his pram. And, you know, you've got all these actors and everything else telling us how we should feel, how we should think. Go away. Stick to what you're good at, acting. Trump is giving his victory speech right now. Wonderful. I've got a mod in the chat. Can you make yourself known? Because I haven't seen you yet. Who's dealing with things? I'm getting messages up that are. Yeah, I'll allow that one. Oh, another moderator's just handled that. Yeah, who's the mod that keeps handling things? Is it Bloodnose? Is it Julie? Who's around? Let me know. Andy Woolley, it was a long night for me, but was well worth it. Susanna Reid has got her niggas in a twist. Well, yeah. I'm going to enjoy watching some of these clips when I'm back. I tell you, it is wonderful stuff. Mark's Adventures, Donald is back, needed. The Lodger, what's Slammy going to do now? Well, shit himself and resign, hopefully. Cup win last night at the Opera, and all celebrities backing Harris. Yeah, every single one of them did. I mean, there's some great actors out there, isn't there, that have been in some marvellous things that we've watched over the years. And, you know, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, loads and loads of others, and they've all nailed their political colours to the mast, and they should have just shut the fuck up, basically, because you not only ruin aspirations, you ruin everything else. Tez Brooks blagged away in Glastonbury 1 year with BBC. T-shirt got free with videotape in the car park. 90s, laugh out loud. Absolutely. Yeah, people keep talking about Zelensky in the chat, and there's one thing that's certain, is that a lot of stuff, including that, I think is about to change very much. You know, if you look at the chaos and turmoil that's been over the last 4 years, and then you compare that to what happened previously, there's no contest, is there? No contest. Jay Joyce, I'm jealous, to be honest with you. America is saved while our country is being destroyed. The UK is basically finished, that's for sure. You've got to hold on to something, haven't you? Hope. It's one of my favourite things. You know, you've got to look at that little pinprick of light, even if it's just a pinprick at the end of the tunnel. Hope that something can happen. Only together change can happen. You know, a lot of people are despondent and give up and say we're all screwed, but only together can that change happen. You know, we hear people saying about unite the kingdom, unite Great Britain. I want to get behind it, but I consider myself English, not British. So while I appreciate the cause, we have to unite to get what we want. We really do. Brian Hare, great news, Andy. Enjoy the Liberal tears, everyone. Yeah, I reckon shares in Kleenex will go up. We'll have to invest, won't we? Habitual Panda, we ain't finished, just taking a kicking. Scott Wallace, yeah, we're never finished. You might have heard a couple of prangs just then. Apologies for that. That's a couple of job notifications on my phone. Scott Wallace, I will never give up my country. Scottish. Yeah, you go back to Stuart, you're British, whether you consider it or not. I'm English. Well, we all identify how we want to identify, don't we? We're all part of this big landmass, this big union called Great Britain, United Kingdom. But I live in England. I was born in England. I'm English through and through. Somebody in Scotland was mentioning that, and you go as far back as the Acts of Union, and before that, all of the history of this country and how things have been twisted and turned, and probably the same in America and everywhere else. It's it's interesting how history changes things. Watcher, English Bill of Rights, absolutely. People need to educate themselves as to what's going on and what has gone on, and how things can change for the better. Only then can we be free. Janice Thorne, Starmer, Boot, Ant. Stuart, Stephen Berwick, what news? Loving the news from across the pond. Have you just got up, Stuart? I'll stand with English, Welsh, Irish to be free of EU. Scott Wallace, Tez Brooks, made in Devon, trying to get back to heaven, knocking on the door of my life. Got some excited people in there today. Stuart, yes, just woke up. Trump's won. Basically, that's the big news of the time. Hence the title of this live stream. Trump smashed it. Good morning, everybody. Rebel Jedi, morning geezer. The only Jedi in the house that I'll talk to. The other one's probably turning to the dark side as we speak. Cup win, British. Yep. We'll identify as we want to identify. Great, thank you. No worries, Stuart. I think Trump's given a victory speech, or giving a victory speech as we speak. Andy Woolley, watching Suzanne again. It's hilarious. Is she having a complete hissy fit? Is she? I wish I was at home with my laptop. We could stream some of this. I don't know how to do it here. The Life of Joe. Morning, Andy. Andy Howard, maybe now Trump has won. You can get firmly behind reform, Andy. Yeah. Oh, Penguin Overlord, Trump 266, Harris 194. Trump needs 4 more electoral college results to win. She ain't winning it. It's done. Over. Kaput. Yeah, I am behind reform. I was behind reform, and I guess I am behind reform because at the end of the day, right now in the current time, they are our best chance of knocking those bastards off their perch. He's got 280. Wow. What's declared then? Pennsylvania, I think it was. So there must be something else happened while I've been on there. Yeah, the reform are the best chance we have now to knock the uni party off its perch. Whether you like them or not, or whether you think that they're not perfect, you have to get behind an idea that can help change things and help push things in the right direction. Reform, right now, are the best chance we've got. You can't go UKIPing it. You can't go off anywhere else. What Richard Tice said was a mistake. He should have thought more carefully about it, or he should have just not commented. Probably not commenting at all was probably the lesser of two evils. He did. Everybody kicked off, and it's, going mad. But if you muddy reform, you'll set the cause back years. Reform may not be the answer. There may be an answer further on down the line. But at the moment, reform are the immediate answer to our problems. May not be perfect, but you know, with what's happened with Trump today, that could certainly change. Arizona, he's speaking. It's over. Woohoo! Bye bye. Woke crap. Absolutely. Somebody made a joke earlier that they're going to be giving free green cards to therapists. There'll probably be some needed. The life of Joe. Ben Habib needs to be back in reform, then I'll definitely celebrate. Yeah, I agree. But the problem is, he's not an MP, is he? You know, they could pull him in on the outside, but he would need to be an MP to do anything real, you know, real important. Hopefully that can change if there's any by-elections or anything like that that come up. Penguin Overlord, Day Cobra is live streaming the election now. MSN are worth a watch. I did never think I'd say that, only for them all having a meltdown. Paranormal Channel X will never vote for reform. That's fair enough. Some people have made their mind up. I mean, I just give my opinion. That's it. And what you do is up to you at the end of the day. It truly is up to you. Solo site with tariffs coming. Reeves may need to have a rethink. Yeah, absolutely. There was an interesting thing that I saw. Trump was doing a Q&A. It was, about a week ago. The Q&A, I don't think was a week ago, but it was a replay of it. And somebody mentioned federal taxes. And he said that years ago it was all done on tariffs. There wasn't federal taxes. So that kind of thing could be dealt with again. It'll be interesting to see what happens with trade and commerce and everything else. Trump will change things for this country. Let's hope so. I think there'll be better relations, because I think he'll be more pro, Britain as a whole rather than just Ireland that Biden was. That's definite. Tamsin, can you imagine the first meeting between David Larry and President Trump? No. I'd love to see it though. That'd be. I think he'd be feeling quite awkward, wouldn't he? Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right, we have 227 in the house, 136 thumbs up. If you could give me a few more, that'd be wonderful. That'd be great. On Friday, I'm doing a live stream with Noel Wilcox of Reform, 9 p.m. So don't forget to tune in for that. Seeing as somebody mentioned Reform earlier, I thought I'd give that a mention. Can you imagine, not the salt in shop, but Celtic salt, better from my experience, Des Brooks says. Tina Wainwright, I hope Trump will help the UK. Absolutely. I mean, beyond America first and whatever else he happens to say, there's an awful lot of conflict in the world right now, which, worries everybody. And I hope that one of the first things he does is tries to find a way to resolve that conflict. It's important not only for our sakes, but for our kids as well. Take trucking. Nelly the elephant called it. Wonderful. I'll be doing some videos and content. I mean, there's going to be stuff to talk about on that side of the ocean. There's going to be stuff to talk about on this side of the ocean, particularly people's reactions to it. The Starmers, the Susanna Reeds, the Emily Maitlisses, everybody. I think really when we knew the result was when somebody tried to kill him. I think we were pretty clear at that point with the fight. That won the election. It was won a long time ago. Andy Woolley, I never thought I'd watch the MSN. Yeah, absolutely. Stuart, hello, morning to you. It was funny watching overnight. I had Tusi on till 3 a.m. So many lefties. Both us and UK look so down. Apparently in the Harris camp, they turned all the TV feeds off and everything at some point. They really were crying in their lattes. It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There's a lot to come out over the course of the day. The people that I'm picking up this morning are coming from Nashville. So it will be interesting to see what they have to say, if there's any feedback straight from the States. They'd have left last night. Harris stopped giving comments at 2 a.m. She probably had nothing to say of any consequence. Broken Britain, morning everybody. You know, I've picked up some American friends from YouTube, other content creators, friends of the channel, and you know, I'm pleased for all of them that would have voted this way. It's great. Penguin Overlord, she was blind drunk. I heard that, and she so drunk she couldn't speak and had to go home. Paranormal Channel, I watched Tootsie, fell asleep, woke up to Booty, and now I'm here. Best Wednesday ever. Paul Kelly, it's very doable, very doable. Hey, that's who I was waiting for. Factual Breakdown. Yes, I got your emails this morning, Factual. I bet you are over the moon. Broken Britain, Harris's butt hurt. Yeah, she won't be the only one this morning feeling that either. I wouldn't have thought. Everyone's feeling a bit more positive. What a beautiful day, DT says. It's wonderful, isn't it? Well, it's getting near 8 o'clock in the morning. I think my flight's landing in about 15 minutes, so I've got to think about what I'm doing and where I'm going. Good morning, everybody. Habitual Panda, Barry Obama. I'm absolutely ecstatic. My Shannon Lee tracked the whole vote all night. Factual Breakdown says it's great, isn't it? Stuart Horse 755. Talk TV having a meltdown. Dan Baldwin says it's not only a great morning for the US, but a great morning for the world. The world needs Trump. 3 o'clock here, and our president just got done speaking. Wonderful. I was hanging on for that, him speaking, but I thought I'd come online and, you know, say a thing or two, say hello, and give people a platform so they could speak too. Jeff Lambert, BBC reporter's not happy. Broken Britain, look out, lefties. Absolutely. That side of the fence are going to be incandescent with rage, aren't they? Had to turn off Fox because the newscasters were so freaking nasty. Yeah, I heard one of them kicking off. It wasn't a good showing. It really wasn't. Right, listen, folks. Stuart, BBC, ITV, Channel 4, also pissed off. Stuart, is Trump the president now? Well, president-elect. I think the results have to be ratified, don't they, Factual? If you could clarify that. And then there'll be the inauguration. When will that be? January? I can't remember how long the transition period is. Walter Williams, salute Sir Andy, a bar oinking, the witch is dead. Have a good day, enjoy. Nice one. Koala meat, morning from Denmark. Hugh Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub, Trumpton for Trump. Pence certified the 2020 election, so that'll mean that Kamala Harris has to certify this one, I'm sure. We got 297 in the chat. Can we get to 300? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 300 for a early election result morning. Trump got majority Senate seats as well. Yeah, the Democrats have been routed, haven't they? Gone. Yes, there's still some states that are tallying up, but yes, the results will be certified. The inauguration will be held in January. Yeah, I thought as much, because that's pretty much like it was last time, wasn't it? It all held in January. And we will see what happens. Let's hope it's a peaceful transition. And, you know, like here, people have to unite and see it for what it is. Trump won both the popular vote and the electoral vote. I mean, after 4 years of the crap you've had, I'm not surprised. Right, folks, I better go because I've got to get myself the rest of the way to the airport. I need to visit the little boys' room first. Wonderful to talk to you all this morning. Really appreciate it. If you are new here and you just dropped in, consider subscribing to the channel, because we talk about all this stuff all the time. It's wonderful. Hit the like button if you can. We've got 331 of you watching, 210 likes. That's great. Yeah, Factual, I bet you do. Go get some shut-eye, and no doubt I'll speak to you later. Thanks, everybody, whether you're in America or in Britain or anywhere else. Have a good day, and I will talk to you again soon. Toodaloo.